Hello everyone, the topic I'm going to explain to you now is output gap, and output gap is the gap between actual output and potential output. So the formula to find out output gap is equal to actual output minus potential output. Output gap is divided into two types. One is positive output gap and the other one is negative output gap. Positive output gap arises when actual output is more than potential output. For example, if actual output is $100,000 and potential output is, let's say, $80,000, then the difference between actual and potential output is 20, and the result is definitely positive because actual output positive value is greater than negative value, so the result will be positive. And when the result is positive, we call it positive output gap. On the other hand, negative output gap is when actual output is lesser than potential output. Again, you have to focus on this formula. Now, for example, we have actual output equal to $80,000 and potential output is $100,000. So in this case, now you can see that negative value is greater than positive value, so the result will be minus $20,000. So now the result is negative and we call it negative output gap. Output gap is also explained with the help of a graph, that is business cycles, graph of business cycles. We have this line of best fit, origin point, we have time on X, and we have GDP on Y, for example. And this is potential, this line, straight line, the line of best fit shows potential output. If any economy moves along this straight line, it will show that it is growing persistently and it shows the potential output. But economies never move in a straight line. इसमें fluctuations बहुत ज़्यादा आती हैं, economy में ups and downs आती रहती हैं. Economy never moves on the straight line. The actual movements in economy are like this, and this is called actual output. So these trade cycles are known as actual output. So actual output is sometimes higher than the potential output. In this, at this time period, if you see at this time period T1, let's say, actual output is above the potential output. So this gap AB is positive output gap, and in this time period when time is T2, for example, potential output is greater than actual output. So the gap CD shows negative output gap. And again, if you are confused why positive and negative output gap are arising, you can again move back to the formula, and formula clearly states that if actual output is more than potential output, actual output minus potential output is the formula, and if actual output is more than potential output, then result will be positive, and if potential output is greater than actual output, then result will be negative. So the reason for positive and negative output gap is this one. So this was really simple topic, and it is generally asked in MCQ type questions, and examiner may ask it in case study as well. So this is it for today, and I suggest all of you to get three important books which will really help you. Number one is Economics Topical Paper 3, that contains MCQs topically arranged, and each MCQ has been explained in detail. Topical paper 4, it contains long questions and case studies. Each question has been explained in detail. And the third book is Comprehensive Economics. It is a book which contains all notes of A2 level economics. So this is it. See you in the next video. And next video will be relevant to the factors that affect economic growth and cost and benefits of economic growth. If you are interested to know about these topics, then you must click on the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.